doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
What's up? What's up? We doing good.
You guys are the first Detroit-based reality TV show, correct?
Yeah, we claiming the first.
Bring that microphone to your face.
Yeah, we claiming the first to actually go mainstream. You know, there was somebody before us, but we the first to go mainstream. Yeah.
Right, mainstream, and talk about that, the difference between mainstream and kind of like what the other people were doing.
Yeah. So.
Bring that microphone as close.
Yeah. So what we have going on is we were actually picked up by a new OTT platform similar to Tubi, and those who were before us, they were doing like a YouTube special. YouTube special. So we're the first to actually take it and go mainstream. And I know, it's folks coming after us. Somebody released actually the day after we released, but we still first.
Right, and that's why you're talking about IndieSoup. Is that the network that picked it up?
Yes. So IndieSoup is a new platform. It's similar to like Netflix and Peacock, except they will actually have linear live TV, so you can actually watch live TV as well as video content on demand. So those people will be able to catch our episodes, our show on live Thursday at 8 p.m. on IndieSoup. It'll be available on all streaming platforms. And then if you miss an episode, you can always go back and catch it on demand.
Now, talk about the beginning of this reality TV show, how it came together, and what the TV show is based off of.
So actually, man, it sort of just fell out the sky, really. Like no book, right? It literally just fell out the sky. Last year, I was to celebrate my wife's birthday. We went down to Florida. I did a surprise birthday party for her in Florida, and I hired a film crew out of Fort Lauderdale. And the whole concept was, she watches the whole reality TV stuff, and so I said, well, I'm gonna gift my wife for her birthday her own reality TV show, and that's really as far as it's supposed to have went. But while it was being edited, the execs over at IndieSoup somehow managed to see it. And then they called me up on the phone, and 10 days later, I was signing the contract. We was good to go. She said, hey, can you give us a couple of seasons of this? I was like, yeah. Not really taking in consideration all the work that it was going to take, but I just, just out of that, I just like, yeah. And then I had to fill those shoes. So as soon as that came, I hit everybody up. I was like, hey, y'all, we was offered to do a reality show. Y'all want to do it? Everybody chimed in. We got the film crew back, and we went straight to work. We just completed season 1. Now we ready to go.
Excellent. Let's individually, one by one, talk about each person's role in it. You can start with you.
Okay. Well, outside of being the creator and executive producer of the show, I don't want to say I'm one of the main people, but I'm one of the main people. And the show basically, I'm going to say, follows me and my wife and our friends and our entrepreneurial exploits and our relationship with our friends as we, our friends and family, as we navigate Detroit, and then the whole concept of 313 versus everybody. We actually take this show on the road. So not only are we here in Detroit, you'll catch us in Atlanta, you'll catch us in Miami. There's no telling where you might catch us at. So we taking this not only here, but we out with it. So we trying to give everybody a piece of Detroit culture and a taste of Detroit life.
For sure. And we can pass the mic and kind of everybody introduce themselves one by one and kind of your role in the production.
Well, I'm Tara. I guess I'm the executive because he's the producer and I'm under him because he's my husband. So my role is tough. It's real tough because not only am I in the show, is like I have to also kind of control it, and I'm on the back end and I'm seeing all what's going on, and my role is hard. it's hard.
You have to be the first person that was ever gifted a reality TV show, right? I'm assuming, right? It has to be. There's no.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. It's brilliant. It's like, can you ask for something better than that?
Yeah, I tell you, when I share this story, you know, some people really think is bullshit, but bro, this literally fell out the sky. I mean, like, we was not thinking we was just a bunch of friends out having a good time, friends and family out having having a good time.
Ain't no friends here.
And so so we was just out having a good time, and like when they called me, I didn't really know how to receive it at first, because you know, you got filmmakers that spend years in school learning the craft and then have to get out and start from the ground just to try to get noticed and to break in. And so we had a broken door thrown at us, and you know, we just took it and ran with it.
That's awesome. You want to explain your role and what you provide to the show? Yep, you're good.
Oh, me, myself?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I'm Rico. I'm Taylor's brother. Tara's brother also. I don't believe in brother-in-law. This is my brother right here. What I'm bringing to the show is I'm all about that, Jim. Keeping your heart right and your mind right. That's me. You know, you have to take care of yourself. You're going to take care of someone else. So that's what I'm bringing to the show. Let everybody know, because it's very important to take care of yourself.
Yes.
And that's what I'm all about. And I love everybody here. And we're gonna do very, very well. I know it. I can see it.
Excellent.
You know, I'm claiming that. So therefore, they say you claim it. You know, that's something you can have. So I'm here to claim that. I'm claiming that right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's me.
Go to Jew.
Whoever wants to grab it next.
I got my own mic.
Yeah, you have a mic on you. Yep.
Julian Buckley, also known as Juju Beans. Justin, my little brother, Tara, cousin. Basically, we all, family or whatnot. I bring to the show my business, being an entrepreneur, growing up in the city of Detroit, knowing how to hustle, knowing how to, walk the gray areas of life. And I think I just, I try to call it like I see it. I try to be fair and, straightforward and, be myself for, anything else. So people will like it, love it, or whatever, it just is what it is.
I am Arthur Silver Ray. I am Tara's cousin. Well, everybody here is my cousin. But Tara is the one that I hang with, and I'm going to bring to the show just who I am. I'm a loving person. I'm all about family. I'm an author of 7 books. I'm a storyteller. And some people say I am a character. Not even on purpose. That's just who I am. I'm going to be wherever my family at, I like to be. And if it's a party, I'm going to be partying. I am the crazy cousin. I'm the cousin that's going to be loud, and I'm very shy. But when I'm with my family, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to tell jokes. I'm going to dance. You'll see a whole nother side of me when I'm with my family. So the people that know me as Silver or Silver Ray or Arthur Silver Ray, some people have read my story because I did do a book on my real story. So some people feel like they know me. But when they see me on this show, they're really going to feel like they know me. So like I said, I went to Miami to celebrate my cousin's birthday, and everything was just natural. The videos, they were following us, and we act like they wasn't there. So they got the real us, and that's probably why they fell in love with us, because the real us was hype. We were lit, and we were loving on each other. We were laughing, we were joking, and it was great. So 313 versus everybody is going to pop, because we got some popping people in here.
What up, though? What up, though? This is Justin Ashford. I'm the cousin, to which I say I am the youngest of the clique, youngest of the crew. Bring that young spice in there, you know what I'm saying, and rolling with the big dogs, showing that hustling motivation to the people all around my age. Definitely, I'm about to be 30, so I'm bringing in the dirty 30s, what you call next week. So the last on board, getting to the entrepreneur lifestyle, but showing people on what it takes to be around the big dogs, and let alone how we do it and what we do, when you want to step out and do it right and do it the real way. 313 versus everybody. Let's go. Let's go.
What up, the world? It's T Up. Call me Terrence Hudson. You know, I'm bringing loyalty, somewhat security. Cool guy, laid back, you know what I'm saying? Switch lanes in life, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do things better for me and the little ones and, you know, learn what I can learn out here, you know what I'm saying? Take care of my people. Appreciate the love. They put me on late, but I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful and, you know, I can show you better I can tell you. T Up. 313 bars to everybody.
Everybody.
Now, these productions is obviously real life, right? So it's not like scripted or anything like that. How do you develop the premise, at least, of what you're going to be doing that day, or like how the show works?
So this, you know, that's the hardest part of doing the show, because one of the things that I said beforehand is that we want to make sure that this is the real.
It's okay.
We want to make sure that. What kind of music was that? I'm like, yeah, but you know the premise that I gave them is like, we want the world to see the real us, okay? But the thing that we was offering is that the things that we engage in and the things that we do and stuff like that, this is stuff that normal people can do. So, you know, what the world has to know is that you don't have to be a celebrity to be able to get out, you know, and have fun, to own your own businesses, to do this and to do that. And so at the end of the day, we're normal people. There's no platinum plaques or you know, we're not following no sound scans or any of that kind of stuff. We normal people that got a shot and we taking advantage of it. But the most important thing is that we need to show Detroit in a light that can identify with the viewer, because right now everywhere we go, Detroit has such a jacked up reputation. You know, folks think that you come here specifically to get robbed or killed, and that's not the truth. You know.
Although it happens, that's not all we're about.
Yeah, it do happens, but the media portrays us as this just one big ass dilapidated state or city, and that's not the case. It's real people here making real moves, making real things happen that don't have anything to do with no type of celebrity status, and that's the part that we bring, and everything is real, non-scripted.
Now, I would like to say, in Miami, for my birthday, you saw all love, everybody loving, caring for one another, to which that's the real us. But now, with the reality TV, things are changing, and different things are coming out towards one another sometimes, and it's not staged at all. Some things is just coming up. So we're trying to keep it full of love, and we hope the love remain there. But it is some real situations that's coming up, and it's kind of shifting things a little bit. So we do have a little bit of drama. We are going to do our best to keep it clean. So.
Does anybody want to add on that?
You know, I think like with that stuff, that's why the show is what it is, because you know, families argue, families fight. You know, I don't like you today, but I love you tomorrow. So I mean, that's why I think, you know, how it works good for the show. And then like Taylor said, you know, we regular people, we got bills like everybody else. We got ambitions like everybody else. We want to do good. We want to show Detroit in the light. Like you said, we tired of seeing Detroit being negative. So we try to show the positive, but I think also we try to show everything 360. So, you know, this is Detroit, and then with us, this is us, you know.
Is it
Nobody's perfect, no family's perfect.
Is it like intrusive to, you know, somebody's obviously filming you guys nonstop, right? Like, is it just constantly rolling, whatever happens?
Yeah, so basically during our film shoots, that's basically what happens. And so they're going to get the good with the bad. So, you know, some of that should be funny, you know, but it is what it is, you know. So before we even got the show, they wanted us to do, they wanted us to make sure that we were heavily, populated with drama and conflicts and stuff like that. But one of the things that we shared was, look, we already have that type of reputation. We don't want to base the show on that. We can do a fully functional reality TV show with just facing the natural dilemmas that pop up in our everyday life. And should something happen relational between one or one of us, then we make sure that we resolve it. If it pops up on camera, you make sure it's resolved on camera. And so I think we've been doing well in that avenue, and it is definitely added some moments to it. Yeah, and I tell you, just going back looking at the clips and stuff like that as we receive them, you'd be like, yes, but it's all fun.
What are some moments that you can kind of point out for people to check out where things have gotten to that heightened level of drama and excitement, and just kind of go over that?
Well, I'll let them discuss that, because really, I don't really have too much drama with me. I mean, the worst they gonna really see of me is a drunk hangover after I lost my Cardis at the they fell out my jacket while I was at the Trap Music Museum down in Atlanta. Then I drove over them in a Lamborghini and crushed them all up. And I was so heated, they went out and found them the next morning, which surprisingly, they found them and they was all crumbled up and stuff. And so that's probably about the worst it's gonna get with me. But I'll let them discuss.
Well, so you're saying that you lost your Cardis, right? And they fell somewhere, and then you accidentally ran over it with a Lamborghini?
Yeah, they apparently they fell out my pocket while I was getting out the car, and it was raining. It was dark that night, and so when I got back in the car, I didn't know that they was gone. And I guess when I pulled over, I drove over them, because when they went back and found them, they found them, smashed in the mud, broken into pieces.
You realize that alone right there is going to get like 1,000 viewers to the show, right? It's like brilliant.
Everybody going to relate to that.
That's brilliant.
How many
and you landed over with a Lambo? That's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have some stories you can chime in on?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I would say that happened that went to the highest was my part with playing. I think I overextended myself with loyalty for someone, and
are they in this room right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
So they couldn't make it today, but and I took it as a learning experience. From now on, just stay out of it.
Anybody else want to chime in?
Yeah, I'm all about the group. We all family here, so I'm more for us doing things together. If we can do it together, then there shouldn't be no problem. It's when people start breaking off, trying to do other things sometimes, and come back. That's not what it's about. I think as long as we stay together, we stick together, there's nothing we can't accomplish as long as we are together. And we stay family, and do it like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how we gonna make it. That's what I believe.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
So I want to piggyback off of Cuz here. I am a big believer of communication. And if you don't communicate, you will never fix situations. Some people don't like to talk about things when it's got something to do with them. They want to just, back off. But when you family, my whole thing is you fix family first. Because don't nothing else matter. Because in the end, if everything around you disappear, your family supposed to be right there, period. Like, I don't deal with people that I don't love on. So if I love you and we have a disagreement, I'm going to call you. I'm going to talk about that disagreement, because that's important. If you don't communicate, you mad at me, I'm mad at you, and neither one of us know why we mad and we done fell out and we family, that's a no-go. So my whole hypeness about this show was I'm with my family. I know I'm safe. I know ain't nobody gonna let nothing happen to me, and I'ma always be loved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not judged, not criticized. Just me. When my flaws come, tell me. I like for my family to be hey girl, today your attitude was a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with us, if we keep it like that, even the disagreements that we did have during the show, we fixed them. So you'll just see real life family having the disagreement, somebody pouting mad and walking off, but then in the end, everybody come back, high five and laughing again. Ain't even thinking about that no more.
And I would like to add that a big part of communication is owning your truth. You have to look at yourself and own your truth. You can't just spaz out and not own your truth. That's all. Just own your part, and then you can get through it. But if you just spazzing out and you're not owning your truth, then the problem don't go nowhere. Everybody just keep going back and forth and arguing. But the love that you have for one another, it's supposed to overrule all.
And I think like with the show, for like I said, it's reality TV, so we not trying to sugarcoat nothing. We always gonna have disagreements, and shit might get heated. But at the end of the day, we gotta be able to decipher to what's real, what's bullshit. Like it's like we not doing nothing for the camera. We just a daily argument. Because how many times you've been in an argument with your family member or something, and there ain't no cameras around. I done been in a disagreement, or my brother, and it ain't never got heated like that. But sometimes still, I don't like what he's saying. He don't like what I'm saying. So agree to disagree. So that's
Like
why I
when
think
he
we'll make it
got
real.
like when he got cheese on your sandwich.
Exactly, and I was heated like that. See, she know. I don't like cheese on my burgers, and we get See, I was mad that time, but I went to sleep. So right, ate breakfast. So
What's the cheese in the burger story?
I just never, me, I'm a picky eater all my life, so I don't eat cheese on hamburgers. So he went and got some food. And I told him, make sure you don't get no cheese. And how at fast food restaurants, you order something, they always mess up your order. And he didn't check it. So he came back and got everybody else food. And I'm looking like, there's fucking cheese on my burger. I can't eat this shit.
I be high. I be high. I be high. I be high.
Yeah, right on point, cuz.
I could just tell the synergy between you guys is unreal. Like, you guys definitely have something. You guys all click just off of even just hanging out with you guys for half an hour now. It's like the perfect combo. Now, how do you decide, like, when you're creating the show, like, who's a part of it? You obviously, you guys probably all have a lot of friends and family and everything like that, but how did you determine, like, okay, who are we going to get on camera, or, like, who kind of has to stay away from the production?
Well, man, since we started this platform and actually sort of start popping on social media, I can't even count the amount of requests that we get from. Do we get like doctors and lawyers and all kind of stuff that inboxes me every day, and it gets a little worse when you're dealing with personal friends, but you can't put everybody on, you know what I'm saying? Is you just can't. So we I can start with this. I told everybody once we started doing films, if you want to audition for a film, you can audition. But I'm not just giving roles away. You got to be able to do something, But when it comes to this show here, we sort of we're so unorthodox with the strategy here, and you'll see that is absolutely different from any other shows out there. So we don't just say, okay, this is what's going to happen, and then yo guys fill it out. We'll say, all right, we going here. Get the cameras, let's go, and then whatever's caught, that's that show. And so the we just sort of feel it by doing like Airbnb mansion rentals and exotic cars and stuff like that, just to sort of to bring some extra stuff to it. But we really don't plan it out. Like I told him, I said, well, we shooting season 2 at the end of August. All right, we'll either be in Vegas or the Smoky Mountains. Get ready. That's all we know. You know what I'm saying? So
From Miami.
yeah.
That's how the vibe in Miami.
Yeah.
That's what made you pick.
And you're in
the
control
people
of the
that's here.
decision at the end of the day of like what the premise is and where you guys are going.
Yeah, and so basically, you know, I try to split it up between, you know, if we're doing 8 episodes, I like to do, you know, 4 or 5 here and then a couple on location, and you know, to split them up so that we have something fun to do. But it's, you know, it's activity based per se, and so, or idea based rather than script. So, you know, we'll know where we're going or what we're doing. We just don't know how it's going to play out until we actually get there. And I think it can't get no freaking real than that. I mean,
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about. Oh yeah, go ahead if you want to speak.
I just wanted to answer the question on how the group got picked. Basically, the way everybody vibed in Miami, I think that's what did it. And then that's who the people saw and who they liked. You know, they liked, you know, this particular group when they made the offer. So I think that's how that went.
Okay. How R-rated does the show get?
well, the network did ask me to cut back on cuss words, but we are family friendly. I mean, somebody might slip and say "fuck," "bitch," "shit," "damn."
And that you doesn't like this.
I'm just saying,
We be
yeah.
cussing, though.
Come on,
We be
oh,
cussing.
yeah, so
I
you-
said we be cussing.
So it,
He don't. That's
yeah,
what
so it,
I mean, yeah, we
so
be
it,
cussing
my
on
sleep.
yeah, so it,
I love
So he
cussing.
cussing and see, look,
Love it, man.
so you may you.
I really do.
So you may
Except
you
for
may
when I'm in
see,
church.
yeah. So you may that's pretty about it. You know, we've had a couple of strip clubs in the city reach out to me like, say, man, y'all need to come shoot here, and things like that. So a lot of people are actually reaching out now, and so it gives us more opportunities for season 2, and you know, we just out here just trying to do our thing and just gonna make it look good, because it is good, you know.
What's the most monumental thing for you? What's the biggest aspect of everything you guys are creating and doing right now that stands out to you the most, just as far as this actually happening, this going through? You're getting paid to do it, right? So what's been like the biggest aspect of this for you, for all of you guys?
Ooh, that's a good question, Neil.
All my questions are good.
The biggest, so I really had the biggest aspect is right now is just getting over the surrealness of everything, because how it actually came about. But I think the biggest test for us is going to be how the city receives us. You know, the city can be hard on you. The city can be hard on you.
They'll be harder on us than any other city.
And you know, like when I first started promo and stuff like that, somebody hit me up like, I don't know y'all, who's y'all? And you know, I'm like, well, you know, Detroit got 600,000 people in it. And how many of that 600,000 people you know? Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I mean, so the city can be hard on you. So our thing is like really how the city is going to, you know, how they're going to be able to identify and accept us.
Right. Interesting, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a show based in Detroit for the most part, right? Like besides location changes, right? But so the interesting thing is a lot of people who are outside of Detroit are intrigued by Detroit more so than the people who actually live in Detroit. For Detroit, it would be more of a relatability thing, like, oh, I know what y'all are doing. I get this. I do the same thing. And for people outside of the Detroit, they're like, what the fuck goes on in Detroit? What is Detroit? Like, I always hear about it. Let me see it on reality TV now. So for you, you don't always have that. You get both worlds now. You're gonna get Detroit and the outside. Very intrigued with everything you guys are doing, right?
Yeah. At this point, outside of our immediate family and friends per se, our biggest support is outside of the city. I mean, and that has been proven through numbers. You know, when I get, you know, when I'm looking over the numbers of, you know, okay, so we still trying to catch a foothold here. I think it's coming. I think what they waiting on here is for us to actually release. And once they're actually able to cut the tube on and actually see it, and then be like, oh yeah, I know that guy, or I seen him, or, you know, dang, they over in the same area I be in, or something like that. Then they'll be able to identify with us, and then they'll be able to pick up, because then it'll become relatable. Right now, you know, folks here, as far as they know, we just talking. You know,
That's the beauty of it. I'm the first person to really get the story here.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Exclusive.
Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we chime out?
No, well, the biggest thing for me, one of the things that we was able to catch on camera is that I actually had a stroke the day before production. And I had a stroke the day before production. I'm sitting up in Killer Grace. I'm sitting up in there. I'm waiting on the film crew to come in the next day. My family with me, and everybody sort of under pressure, because, you know, production, it takes a lot to actually run all that stuff. And so, you know, I check myself out and then jump right into production the next day. Out there jitting and everything.
So what you will see is that was April, Easter Sunday, Resurrection Day. And what you will catch is him going through the motions, his speech, his walking, everything. We 2 months out now, and he had a big improvement. Thank God for that. But he kept it moving, so you will be able to see the change. You'll notice it in his actions, speaking, just overall. So we went on ahead and put it in the film. Real raw reality.
So can I say that for our city, what we need from our city is for our city to stand up. And support your own city. We gotta learn how to support our own city. Yes, the outsiders is supporting us. They want to know what Detroit about, so they're going to watch, because they want to see that stuff. We're going to show them some stuff that they ain't never seen, because they ain't came here yet. They probably scared because people done scared them. But for our own city, they need to stand up. Stop being hateful towards the people you live around. Embrace us. If any numbers should be high, they should be coming from where we from, because we out here repping everybody that's from the 313, and we bringing positivity to our city. So if I can ask the city one question, I say, Detroit 313, stand up and represent us, watch us, support us. You know what I'm saying? If we throwing an event, show up, because this your city too. And that's it.
Do you want to tell everybody when they can watch the show and how to watch the show?
Sure. So the show will air on the IndieSoup network. Again, the IndieSoup network is a new OTT platform. It'll be downloadable on the Google Play Store, on Roku TV, on Android TV, starting June 17th. Our show will air that following Thursday and every Thursday afterwards at 8 p.m.
Beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thanks for being this. The first place you guys stopped to promote this was here, so I really do appreciate you guys for that. Hope the show takes off. You guys have great energy. Like I said, this was actually hysterical. I didn't think I was going to be laughing this much. Just listening to the stories and I'm only getting a few of them at that. So appreciate you guys for being a part of this, man. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. High Low Visuals is shooting these productions. We're out. Peace.
313. Everybody. Yeah.
You guys want to do a photo real quick? Yeah.